once again. I've got the bubonic plague.
You've been floating around like a butterfly, but I'm gonna pin you down, 'cause you've been found and convicted of a serious crime, caught in possession of this heart of mine, and I'm locking you away for a long, long time. You're guilty, guilty, you're guilty of love. I'm the judge and the jury and defendant too, and I'm just about to throw the book at you. You're guilty, guilty, can't get away 'cause you're guilty, guilty. Now hear me saying Guilty.
Okay, yes, so I am called the bubonic plague. I've actually gone back to the London dungeons after how many years? Yes, so yeah, makeup. Aha, hee, aha. So yeah, I went back to London dungeons last Saturday, and they've changed everything. It was really good. Let's first start off at the beginning of the day. We decided to go, me and my brother Grant decided to go to the Science Museum, which was a load of old shit, so I'm not going to go into that. Then we went off to walking around London in the Kensington area. Whoopee. And we were walking for ages until we found Gloucester Road Station, had Burger King lunch, went on the tube back to London Bridge, where we joined the hour queue to get into the London dungeons. We've already booked our tickets, so we had to wait an hour to get in. That was tiring, but we got in, and you walk around little bits, and you see all the models being hung up and killed, and people vomiting and things. And then we go into the Labyrinth of the Lost, which this time I went in was actually really the Labyrinth of the Lost. Last time I went in, I went straight through the maze and out again. This time I was walking around the maze for ages and ages. Me and my brother were like, what on earth's going on? We can't get out, And we're going round and round and round in circles, and I thought, we're never going to get out of here. And yes, we did eventually get out. And then we entered the land of the plague, in the bubonic plague, in 1665. And then we went into the next room, which was 1666, the Great Fire of London, aha, which is changed to now a video. It used to be a video with Tom Baker narrating it, but now it's, and that used to be more towards the end of the tour, but now it's right at the beginning. And then we went around all these different rooms, and it was really fun. London Dungeons is an absolutely fantastic day out. If you ever want to go to London Dungeons, it's absolutely fantastic. And then we go to the Jack the Ripper area, which is now very short. Sweeney Todd, go in the Sweeney Todd chairs, go on the Traitor's Gate river ride, which was actually much better than it was last time. They've got this new thing there called Bloody Mary, where they put someone and burn them. Or you got the medicine one, where the surgeon rips out someone's heart and it beats in the hand. And yeah, and the jury, and the judge and the jury, that was quite good. I loved that bit. And yeah, it was a really good day out, and it was really worth going there. Aha. And there's loads of different pictures. You obviously get the 2 standard pictures if you pay for them. Aha. Yeah, it's in a frame, but let's take it out of the frame so you can have a better look at it. It's also on Facebook if you want to have a look. Toby looking like, here's Johnny. And I'm about to cut off my brother's head now. This is going to be really irritating putting this back in again. So I bought the frame to go with it. And that's sitting on my wall. And then there's the other one with the Drop of Doom, whatever it's called. Extremist Drop Bride of Doom, where you get sentenced to death and hung, screaming our heads off as we go down. Love the funny Chinese woman in the corner. It was good. Yes, that's good. And you get some lovely little sleeve things. I also bought lots of stuff in the gift shop. Lots of stuff. I bought a Sweeney Todd shot glass, which I thought was kind of cool. Sweeney Todd Original Hot Todd, which I don't know what that means. It means you're kind of drinking human blood or something. I don't know. Eating the Todd. And also I bought this lovely Gothic drinking vessel. Yes, we are the vampires. Look at my lovely glass. Gothic, Celtic, with crystals and things. Very nice glass. £12. And the thing comes out. Oh, put it back in again. Yes, that's very nice. I also bought a key ring and also a fridge magnet and all this kind of London Dungeons memorabilia. Okay, then we went off around London for a bit and we were walking round, and then we got the tube to the Jack the Ripper tour, which was quite good. Just got there in time, and the woman doing the tour was really good. And after being in London Dungeons and learning about Jack the Ripper and stuff and the images they show you is absolutely disgusting. Jack the Ripper was a disgusting, filthy murderer. And it's really good going around the tour because it shows you pictures of what it looks like in the time. And she really, the tour guide really paints a picture, a really good picture of what the time around there would have been like, and walking around the actual place in history where they actually happened. And it's really, really good. And it's the Jack the Ripper tour from Aldgate East. Go on that one, that's the official one, and she's a really good tour guide. So I advise you to go on that tour rather than the others, because there is other tours, but I think she's probably the best one. And it's really good, and you go around. It's about 2.5 hours. My legs were aching. I could barely walk by the end of it. And you walk. It's not in Whitechapel. You walk round this other place where all the murders happened. And Jack the Ripper was absolutely disgusting. He is a filthy, disgusting murderer. He butchered prostitutes off the street, ripping up through their womb, stealing their kidneys, stealing their womb as trophies, butchering their face. There was one picture she showed us where he basically cut off her entire face, basically skinned her face and just left her eyes looking completely shocked. I think it's disgusting. God, some of these things make you want to feel sick. His last victim, I think, he chopped off her breasts, put one behind her head and one by her foot, which is disgusting, isn't it? I just hate it. Ugh. Revolting, disgusting. Butchering humans, and she shows you pictures of all the butchered victims. Most of the victims you see are just people like that are dead, that have been sewn up, mortuary photos. But these other photos of the last one, which I think her name was Mary, the one he butchered, who was 25, I think, the one who chopped the breasts off, mutilated her face, skinned her alive, cut her into pieces, ripped through her womb, her stomach, slit her throat, and these pictures are police photos, and so they're actual photos of the murder scene. And so these pictures are absolutely gruesome. I didn't see the main picture of her with her face skinned, but I did see a photograph of her butchered limbs. There's 2 beds. Half her body's on one bed, half the body's on the other, and it looked like one of those meat racks, of a cow. And it's like she's been skinned, and you can see all her ribs and her limbs are all cut off, and there's blood everywhere. And it's like half her body and her head's on the other bed, and her rest of her body's on the other. It's quite disgusting. I don't see why someone would want to murder people, and it is one hell of a brutal death. That most likely they would have been killed quickly and then butchered afterwards, but still it's quite disgusting, isn't it? Quite disgusting. Very, very disgusting. And it makes you want to feel sick. Why did Jack the Ripper... Jack the Ripper isn't his real name, by the way. It's just one that was made up by the press. But why did Jack the Ripper want to kill all these prostitutes? I was thinking today, why would Jack the Ripper want to kill all these prostitutes? And I thought that Jack the Ripper might have been a homosexual. Because homosexuals, some of them, don't like women. Well, they do like women, but they don't like having sex with women or women parts. It kind of repels them. Some people are kind of bisexual, kind of gays, and they kind of like women, not appalled by their sex. So maybe he might have been a homosexual, hated the women's form, and sliced them. But that's probably not likely. He was probably a complete psychopath, and decided to slaughter these girls whenever he could. And you can tell he's kind of a psychopath because one victim, he slit this woman's throat, but he had to escape really quickly. This is one where he killed 2 people in one night, and he slit her throat and he ran away quickly, and he wasn't able to butcher her or even take his prize, which is the wombs and the kidneys. And so the next victim he picked up, he absolutely slaughtered her, bruted her, cut her to pieces, and slit her, mutilated her more than he did with any other victim. And so, yeah, he's a complete psychopath. And so that was my... and then we all went home, and then went to bed. And so, yeah, that was my day out to London, to the London dungeons, and also the Jack the Ripper tour. Remember, if you want to go on the Jack the Ripper tour in London, please go on the Aldgate East Station tour rather than the others. Thank you and goodbye. Serenitard and me, I got the plague. Goodbye.